It's 2025, and if you're watching TV, listening to the radio, at your favorite bar, or even at church, there seems to be every allusion to the Super Bowl, but nobody can say it. The big game. That football game on February 8th, the professional football contest, the championship game, the tremendous event. You get it. The Super Bowl is a ubiquitous, common term that everyone can say, even in a monetized video. Yup, I can say it. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Well, you might know why it can't be said, but will there ever be a day when it's okay to say it in an ad or something like that? Like, public domain? Well, all those answers are coming up right after this completely non-affiliated with the Super Bowl advertisement. First of all, like I said before, you can absolutely say Super Bowl, Super Bowl. The NFL isn't that insane. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. The league goons aren't listening to your phone or coming to your house if you or I just say Super Bowl. Where you get into trouble is if it's being used in an advertisement or for commercial reasons. The NFL trademarked the term Super Bowl way back in 1969, and it's been a cash cow for them ever since. Brands pay big money to license the term, literally billions, so the NFL would be smart to go after anyone who doesn't pay the Super Bowl toll. Can I trademark that? Side note, the NFL also trademarked Super Sunday. So if you want to use that term in an advertisement or promotion, you better start using thesaurus.com or some shit. Tremendous Sunday. The NFL has sent cease and desist letters to a number of entities that have used the term Super Bowl for even nominal commercial gain. Like in 2007, the league sent a warning letter to an Indianapolis church who had advertised a Super Bowl party and planned to charge admission for a viewing of the big game. Now, I only said big game there because good writers don't repeat the same words in a paragraph. That was a bad look for the NFL. The thing the church did wrong was charge admission to the game, and the NFL has since loosened their restrictions, but still, the NFL 1000% has a right to defend their brand and their trademark. If they didn't, knockoff bandits would just steal their logos and trademarks, make shitty products, and the companies that did pay for the licensing would be angry. Of course, you could just be fanatics and pay for the licensing and still make shitty products, but that's another video. This applies to Super Bowl parties that take place at restaurants, promotions related to the Super Bowl, and anything that implies a commercial transaction that is assumed to be endorsed or directly related to the Super Bowl. So I think you understand why advertisers, radio stations, and local bars and restaurants can't use the term without licensing it. But the point of this video is, will there ever be a day where they can just call it the fucking Super Bowl for once? If you are an internet lawyer, you might be thinking, what about public domain? From Wikipedia, because I'm a good creator that doesn't steal information, the public domain consists of all the creative work to which no exclusive intellectual property rights apply. Those rights may have expired, been forfeited expressly, waived, or may be inapplicable. Because no one holds the exclusive rights, anyone can legally use or reference those works without permission. This is a great part of our law and allows for, after time, others to incorporate their interpretations or even reproductions of a creator's work without having to ask permission or worry about being sued. It's like saying, hey, this thing has been around for so long, everyone knows about it, it belongs to the public now, you greedy bastard. Famous examples of works that are now in public domain are Peter Pan, Steamboat Willie, Winnie the Pooh, Captain America, and Bonnie Blue's Vagina. A copyright typically lasts for the life of an author plus 70 years, and maybe you are thinking the NFL's copyright on the superb owl will expire sometime in the 21st century. Sorry, wrong. Copyrights expire. Trademarks do not. A trademark can literally last until the heat death of the earth. And even after that, I believe Jerry Jones and his surviving NFL cronies will still be enforcing their trademarks from their escape ship. Now, there is a law that allows for all of us to talk about the Super Bowl because it falls under the term nominative fair use, which was established in 1992 when a lawsuit over New Kids on the Block determined that there was no way on earth to describe New Kids on the Block other than calling them New Kids on the Block. I mean, you could have just said that boy band that sings cheesy pop songs, where one of them is a bad boy, one is the shy one, and statistically, one of them is definitely gay. But then you would have thought about the Backstreet Boys or 98 Degrees. Fair use, by the way, is a law that allows most or all of your favorite creators to use short clips of game footage and comment on other people's works. It's a great law. Otherwise, you could sue anyone who criticized you. Fuck you, Dan Snyder. In conclusion, you will never be able to use the term Super Bowl or Super Sunday in a commercial setting unless you fork out the money or get explicit written permission. So when I do an underdog spot, like the one that was literally in this video, I cannot say Super Bowl in it. I can, however, say it all I want right now. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Please subscribe. I'm doing this for you exclusively. Yes, just subscribe. My dignity rests on the fact that you would subscribe. Super Bowl.